Have you ever noticed how silence speaks louder than words? When you go silent after no contact, it creates a ripple of emotions she can't ignore. Let's explore why your silence has a power you never imagined, and how it can redefine the way she sees you. Number 1. Why silence creates emotional turmoil. When you go silent after no contact, it's not just the absence of words, it's the absence of certainty. Think about it. When you were in contact, she had a predictable dynamic. She knew when you'd call or text, and even if she didn't respond as much as you wanted, there was comfort in knowing you were there. But silence disrupts that rhythm. It's like pulling the rug out from under her expectations. At first, she might brush it off, telling herself you're just busy or will reach out eventually. However, as hours turn into days, her initial indifference fades, and she starts to feel a void where your attention used to be. That void creates emotional discomfort, leading to overthinking. Her mind starts asking questions like, "Why hasn't he called?" or "Did I do something wrong?" This cycle of overthinking grows stronger with time. Silence also forces her to confront deeper emotions. Her insecurities and doubts surface, making her question her actions and how much she valued your connection. It's this uncertainty that makes silence so powerful. It subtly shifts the dynamic in your favor. Number 2. The questions she asks herself. The human brain is wired to seek closure, and sudden silence triggers a need for answers. For her, your silence is like an unsolved mystery, and her mind can't help but try to piece it together. She starts with surface-level questions. Did I say something wrong? Did I do something to push him away? As the silence continues, those questions dig deeper into her fears and insecurities. She wonders, was I not good enough? Does he not find me attractive anymore? Has he moved on? These thoughts create a sense of vulnerability she didn't feel before. This process also highlights how much mental energy she's investing in figuring you out, which naturally increases her emotional connection to you. The longer she sits with these questions, the more likely she is to miss the positive aspects of your presence. Silence flips the script, shifting her from a position of control to one of uncertainty. It makes her realize how much she might have taken you for granted, amplifying her emotional response. Number 3. How her perspective of you changes. Silence is a powerful tool for reshaping how someone sees you. When you were constantly in contact, she might have seen you as predictable, always available, or even overly eager. But when you go silent, that perspective begins to shift. At first, she might feel relieved, thinking, finally, some space. However, as time goes on, that relief turns into curiosity. She starts wondering, what's he up to? Why hasn't he reached out? This curiosity gradually evolves into respect. By staying silent, you're showing her that you value your time and self-respect, which are incredibly attractive traits. It also forces her to reevaluate her perception of you, as she begins to miss the kindness, humor, and attention you used to provide. She starts to imagine you as someone independent, confident, and worth pursuing. The shift doesn't happen overnight, but it's a gradual process that makes her see you in a new light. It's this change in perspective that often reignites her attraction. Number 4. Signs that she's missing you more than she admits. Even if she tries to act indifferent, there are subtle signs that reveal she's missing you. One of the first signs is an increase in her social media activity. She might start liking your posts, viewing your stories, or posting things that seem aimed at getting your attention. These aren't random actions. They're her way of signaling that you're on her mind. Another sign is when she reaches out indirectly, sending casual messages like, "Hey, just checking in," or asking mutual friends about you. She might also reminisce about the past, bringing up shared memories as a way to reconnect. For example, she could say, Remember that time we had so much fun at the beach? These comments are subtle tests to gauge your response. She might even go out of her way to appear in places where she thinks you'll be, just to run into you. These small actions reflect her growing realization of your absence and the emotional void it's created. Number 5. How to maintain power while staying silent. The hardest part of no contact is staying consistent, but discipline is key to maintaining power. It's easy to feel the urge to reach out, especially when you see signs that she's thinking about you. However, breaking your silence too soon can undo all the progress you've made. Instead, use this time to focus on self-improvement. Take up new hobbies, set personal goals, and invest in your physical, mental, and emotional growth. The more you improve yourself during this period, the more attractive you become, not just to her, but to everyone around you. Additionally, remind yourself why you initiated no contact in the first place. Was it to regain self-respect, shift the dynamic, or create space for growth? Keep that reason at the forefront of your mind to stay strong. Lastly, remember that silence isn't about punishing her. It's about valuing yourself and creating an environment where genuine connection can flourish if she reaches out. Number 6. Why silence makes her question her choices. When you go silent, it doesn't just make her wonder about you, it makes her question her own decisions. Suddenly, she's reflecting on her words, actions, and how she treated you. Your silence creates a moment of self-awareness, forcing her to evaluate whether she took you for granted. She might think, did I push him away? Should I have appreciated him more? These questions open the door to regret, which can be a powerful motivator for change. As she questions her choices, she also starts to recognize the stability and value you brought into her life. Without your presence, her daily routine feels incomplete, amplifying her awareness of the void you've left behind. This realization often leads her to miss you more deeply. By remaining silent, you give her the space to fully understand the consequences of her actions. When she begins to question her choices, she's more likely to approach you with genuine appreciation and a desire to reconnect. Number 7. The role of curiosity in rekindling attraction. Curiosity is one of the most underrated aspects of attraction, and silence is the perfect way to spark it. When you go silent, you become a mystery. She doesn't know what you're thinking, doing, or feeling. This lack of information creates a void that her mind instinctively wants to fill. She starts replaying past conversations, analyzing your behavior, and imagining scenarios about what you might be up to. These thoughts keep you at the forefront of her mind, even when you're not actively reaching out. Curiosity also makes her view you in a more attractive light. She imagines you as someone living an exciting life, meeting new people, and pursuing personal growth. This imagined version of you heightens her sense of desire and intrigue. The longer this curiosity lingers, the stronger her attraction becomes. By staying silent, you're allowing her imagination to work in your favor, which naturally rekindles her interest in you. Number 8. How to respond. When she finally reaches out, when she finally breaks the silence, how you respond is crucial. This is a pivotal moment where the power dynamic shifts again. The key is to remain composed and confident. Don't overreact or show desperation. Start by acknowledging her message calmly, but avoid diving straight into deep conversations or emotions. Keep your tone light and engaging, showing her that you're still the confident, independent person she's been thinking about. Avoid rehashing past issues right away, as it's important to focus on the present moment. Instead, subtly highlight the personal growth you've achieved during your time apart. This reminds her of what she's been missing without making you seem overly eager. Lastly, don't let her initial reach out change your approach. Stay consistent, and let her be the one to make further efforts. This balanced response maintains your power and keeps the attraction alive. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights to inspire your journey. Stay tuned for more motivational content. Your support means everything